You assess that game?
Yeah, like we played against a great side tonight. They just, you can just see they're a class outfit. Just the way they can apply pressure. Not just through their defence and their set piece, but just their continuity play and attack. I just thought some of it was outstanding. Just their offloading and their ability to be able to keep the ball alive. That's their game. That's what makes them so dangerous. And they've got marvellous set of players that can, with those types of skill sets. We just couldn't hold on to the ball for long enough in the first half to apply the pressure that we needed to, and we were a bit loose with some of our stuff, which was probably a bit disappointing for me. And that's certainly something that we talked about at half time. If we could have just hold on to the ball for longer periods of time, start putting them under pressure. So I think we did that, in the set, particularly in the last 25-30 minutes. They started doing some defending, and proud of the effort, just not accurate enough.
Coach, can you say maybe the absence of your key players that John Plumtree is played a huge role in losing this game today?
Oh, sorry, can you repeat that?
The absence of key players to injuries played a role.
Look, if we had a full-strength Shark side out there with some of the guys that we've got out, would have made it a little bit more interesting. But I don't want to discredit, the players that we did have out there. I thought everyone really tried really hard. It's obviously a little bit disrupting at the moment with losing players every week with injury, and just shows you in this calendar season that we do have how the squad has got to be quality.
Go for me.
How wary were you with this man?
What was it?
How wary were you with this man before the game? Like, it's about him being, the best player for last in the same competition. How wary were you?
How? What was that?
He's saying Anton DuPont was here in the room.
Is he?
How wary were you?
Yeah, I'm going to ask him if he wants to play for the Sharks. Come over and come and see some of our beautiful beaches and game farms. Obviously, great player. He's such a threat, around the rucks, and certainly have to watch him. And I thought he had some pretty good moments, and I did make a few mistakes by his standards, but he's probably a little bit rusty. But I thought, the conditions tonight, obviously playing rugby over here this time of the year, certainly stresses the skill sets of the players, even good ones. And that's probably why the game was a bit stop-start. But they came up with some better moments than us, and again applied pressure, more pressure through attack. I haven't seen any stats yet, but I would say our tackle count is right up there. Going to make a lot of tackles tonight.
Coach, it was always going to be difficult playing against the six-time champions, but you feel like you lacked a bit of creativity tonight. It also took you 67 minutes to score the first try.
I don't think it's about being creative. I think it's more around, we know how to play our game, but we just didn't build enough pressure. We lost ball in contact. We tried to throw, we were a bit loose in the offloads. So we had possession, but we coughed it up too early. We just didn't put enough pressure on them. When we did that in the second half, we started to put them under a little bit of pressure, and it was good to see us, playing some good footy particularly in the second half.
Coach, in terms of levels, was this the kind of test that you could take into and think perhaps these are the type of levels that your side needs to get to if you're going to compete for the actual title?
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, again, we've got 6 or 7 key players out at the moment that would make a massive difference to our team, and that stresses the squad. But we're always going to be looking to make our team better. You just got to remember it's only my second season back, and I don't want to discredit the players that played out there tonight. I thought everyone tried their hearts out, but to do well in URC and to do well in Champions Cup, you need a real quality squad, and especially when you lose 8 to 10 players with injury, and we're building towards that, but it's certainly something that is a definite work on for us over the years. And we've just had a bit of bad luck with some key players like Ebenezer Beth. Vincent Cook has just struggled to get back into the form that he had last year because of injury. Bongi broken his hand the first game back tonight. Ox has been shouldering playing a lot of rugby. Obviously losing guys like Emil and Gigi, Kimakrobla, guys that are pretty much senior players. There's some challenges, and we'll look forward to the months ahead when those boys are all back and available.
John, there's a disparity between what you can spend and what some of the European teams can spend. Do you think that is one way, if you had a bigger budget, not just you, but obviously South Africa, to help bridge that gap?
Yeah, I can ask Marco for some more money, but not sure. Hopefully the rand will drop a little bit more and we can spread our money more. No, obviously we're new, aren't we? This is 3 seasons into this competition, and they've been playing European rugby. Obviously the European Cup and the URC is all new for us. And 5 years' time we won't be talking about that. We'll develop players, and we'll have every South African side will have a good squad. But it's going to take a little bit of time. It's got to remember our South African players go overseas, don't they? They play in Japan, and a lot of South African players are spread around the world. They're not all here. But it'd be great in the future where a lot of those players do come back or don't go.
But John,
what did you think about Hakeem's performance? Obviously he's very young, and you've just basically given him a great test. How do you think he performed today?
Hakeem?
Yeah,
look, he got caught out of position a couple of times, and it was a couple of moments there where he struggled a little, but he'll take a lot of learning from it. He's a very young player, and to play, chuck him into a massive contest like this, not easy, So he'll just learn and be better. He's all right, I said to him we'll probably make a change just after half time. Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Plum, one more.
One more. Yeah, John, besides the news that you have, but if you can look at the performance, especially in the second half, what positive you can take on that one so that you can take it forward?
So he says, despite the loss, the second half performance, what are the positives that you can take away from it?
Look, there's always some positives. We play against Bordeaux next week with a side that plays similar to Toulouse in some ways. So this is certainly going to prep us well for it, but it might be a bit cooler when we go to Bordeaux next week. But I'm proud of the effort in the second half by some of the younger players.
Guys, just to let you know, the team